And Brock, we usually at this point talk about quarterback. Everyone's still celebrating the return of regular season football, and we're away in week 2. And this return gets to the 30 before he stopped. So now out comes the Charger offense for their initial drive of the game. And they'll be let out by someone that we'll get a look at here, this second-year passer.
Last week, Kate, you won't call his effort wasted, never. But you wish a game like that would have come in a win instead of showing up in a contest they ended up dropping. 2 touchdowns, no picks. That's the type of game that wins are typically built off of.
They go play action on first. That one's cut along the left sideline. And he's out of bounds after getting across the 45. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains. 1 play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Pass play on 1st and 10. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Pretty even match in this first half, and you're just kind of waiting. Right? You just kind of try to get a feel for which defense is going to come to life. And when you get that sack, that could go a long way to infusing some energy on that side of the ball.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Now movement as somebody goes early. And for the first time today, we're going to hear from our officials. So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump. And, well, they got one of them to move that time. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Trying again following the sack. Finds him on the slant. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Now looking to throw. And oh, he missed over the middle there. Lucky that one didn't end up worse. That's swatted away, incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game. So that brings up 4th and long. The Chargers lined up in punt formation. And this is a worm burner. He did not hit that one well. Fair catch called for and made just outside the 20. So now the Colts getting their first opportunity on offense in this game. And leading the way is their 4th-year QB.
He's definitely one of the stars in this league, a true franchise quarterback. And when you're at this level, Kate, you want to put your imprints on this game right from the jump.
Throwing it to start this drive. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be out of bounds just before reaching the 30. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 29. Caught for big yards on the right side. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle. And he reaches midfield and starts driving into Chargers territory. We get a look at his rushing numbers from last week here, what he was able to do in support of that win. Second down now, 7 to go. From the 47. Short pass brought in. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. 3rd and 4 coming up now. Pass play coming here. Cut out left. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. It's a gain of 4. And it'll be 1st down, Colts. They're throwing it. He puts some power on a deep one left. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. They are throwing it again. He's on the move. He's going to keep it this time. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
All right, I'll set up now. 1st and 10. Finds a man, right side. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He's got it. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line. 3rd and just 2 to go. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Looking, pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down.
This defense has been trying like mad to do anything to disrupt the rhythm, get the QB off his spot. It's got to be a massive relief to see their efforts paid off on that play.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that one's going to get them on the scoreboard.
In that close, kicks have to be automatic. That won't stop the head coach, though, from holding his breath for a couple seconds until he sees it's up and good.
Here comes Williams on the return. And in the end, Brock, an exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. The Chargers get their offense set for their second drive. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5. Another carry for him. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. Give him 3 yards. That's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Throwing from the gun here. Brought in right side. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. From midfield now. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there when you saw the field. It's going to be 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Now they'll throw out of the gun. That's completed right side. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers pull ahead 6-3 in the first. Now, I know that's one of his favorite routes to run, Brock, but that has got to be one of a quarterback's favorite throws to make as well, right? Drop it in over the defender and take the lid off the D for 6.
Because it is so simple. It's something that these two have done and thrown together for years and years. Maybe not to each other, but since Pop Warner. They've been running the go route. Just run right by him, and if you're even, you're leaving, and I'm going to drop it right over the top.
That one right down the middle. And the Chargers take a 4-point lead. The Chargers kicking team is out, and they'll put a charge into this one. That's going to be taken in at the 8. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Indianapolis offense headed out for their second drive of the game. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. 1st and 10, looking to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. Throwing from the gun. Throw left side, complete. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Simple dive up the middle. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. Only a yard that time. It forces 4th and 1. Colts ready for the punt. And this is the first time he's been called on today. He punted 4 times last week in the win, and his first of this week is away. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. It's a 54-yard punt that time. And the Chargers take possession. 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll come out throwing. He's got a man left. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
This really isn't a route designed for a lot of yards, Kate. You're just trying to get a small handful and move on to the next down. Stay in rhythm. But anytime you can work some magic after the catch and stretch it out, those are welcome bonus yards.
Offside. Defense.
Easy call for the officials there. He was off.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they can stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
And time runs out before they get the snap off. That's the end of one. 7-3 is our score. We're back to SoFi right after this. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Throwing now off play action. Bails out of the pocket quick. And the Colts get to him. He goes down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
You know, when we watch the Combine each and every single year, I hope you get good enough to understand as a football fan, watch the big guys' first 10 yards. Don't watch the ends and the linemen run 40. Watch their first 10, because that's the most critical. And that defensive end showed you right there the kind of explosive burst in the first few yards to get home for the big sack.
Brings up 3rd and 13.
Here he is on 3rd and long. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
I don't know why, Kate, but when I'm thinking of this series that we all just watched, I'm just hearing the sound thud. Not a whole lot of other ways to describe the set of downs that we just watched and the results that followed. It was 3rd and extra long, and now it's 4th and forever.
They'll send out the punting unit. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. Call that one a 44-yard punt. And the Colts will take over. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And it sets up 2nd down. Back to throw now. Escapes the pocket. Decent yardage picked up here before he slides down to avoid the tackle.
That is quarterback play 101. Maybe not the first chapter of it, but man, is that important. Getting downfield, get what you can with your legs, then most importantly, protect yourself. Get down and don't take any extra contact.
And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play
best defensive ends in the NFL, they don't need to win sustained battles to get home. Nope. Sometimes, Kate, all they need is one quick move, and they're into the backfield blowing it up.
After the sack, another pass on second down. Hits his running back. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They pick up 20 yards there. And it's good for an Indianapolis first down. Off the play fake, he'll throw. This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
This is one of those situations where a QB's strength and ability to run can be a great blessing, but can also be a curse. We've seen him use his feet before. This guy can escape, and that's a blessing. But it can be a curse because sometimes you think you can get out of everything, and this defense just proved he couldn't.
Let's see what they dial up on a second and very long. Another try following the sack. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Well, that right there, Kate, that is the epitome of trust. And trust in your big physical tight end. Throwing his way into double coverage. You may question the decision when the ball leaves his hands, but it's tough to question when it produces results like that.
That one's incomplete over the middle.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Punter takes the field on fourth down, and he sends this one flying. Now this is a beauty of a kick. Gets headed out of bounds, no chance of a return or a touchback. They're going to mark it out at the 6. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. A give now from the gun. And he reaches the 17-yard line as he's hauled down. They get an even 10 on that play. And the Chargers will have a first. Back-to-back carries here. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And that means 3rd down coming up. Looking to the air here. No better luck than the last play, Brock, as he just has to get rid of it.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive down the field. Those windows and throwing lanes, Kate, they're not open very long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be thrown off.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. Fair catch called for and made a little shy of midfield. We don't get a return out of that punt. And the Colts are going to be in great shape as they take over. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
Well, Kate, a 2-yard run on 1st down, I think that keeps you ahead of schedule. You're going to have to pick up the pace.
Called in left side. And this one doesn't go far. They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6. He's dropping back to throw. He has the first over the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. there with a new set of downs to boot.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
And he's just spinning his wheels, man, this entire first half. They drop him behind the line.
Well, once we saw them on a collision course with one another, we know how inertia works. The bigger man, he wins.
We're at the 2-minute warning now from SoFi. The Colts in possession. Ball still at the 3 as they get set for 2nd and goal. Another chance for him. And he runs it across. Touchdown. The Colts get some late points and the lead. That was a great response, Brock. After they got driven backwards on 1st down, they go right back to the ground and score just 1 play later.
Yeah, and I think if you and I were in the huddle down there after that 1st down loss, I think we would have felt a whole bunch of pride. Give me another shot, and boy, did they deliver.
Kicking unit comes out for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Colts push their lead to 3.
Chargers 7.
The Colts ready to kick this one away, and away we go once more. He fields it from the 8. He stopped on the return at the 27. Out comes the offense now for the Chargers. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. Chargers hurrying to the line as the seconds tick away. Completed to his running back. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Chargers hurrying to the line as the seconds tick away. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. Timeout called by the Chargers. They're first, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down. Trying again following the sack. Big gain downfield. He goes the distance. Touchdown, LA. The Chargers get some late points and the lead. So Brock, good work there to finish off the drive in the end zone and retake the lead.
You just get this feeling every once in a while in games, this sucker's going to be a back-and-forth football game. So what a great job offensively to jump out in front here in the first half of play.
Extra point attempt coming up. The point after splits the uprights. And the Chargers take a 4-point lead. The Chargers kicking team is out, and they'll put a charge into this one. Here's a return from the 7. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Colts out there on offense late in this first half. And we're down inside a minute to play in the half, but that's enough time to get a drive together. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They'll throw it. Caught, nice gain left side. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Pass play now. He completes it in traffic. And he works this to the 38 before going down. 2nd and 4. Won't make the play on that one. It hits the deck, incomplete. Looking for the back that time. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Short pass brought in. And they bring him down around the 34. LA uses a timeout here. It's 2nd. Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1. Here's a throw. He finds him beyond the marker. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. They're now set for 1st and 10. They are throwing it again. Big catch made, and he got both feet in.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. This only a chip shot from the right hash. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. So after a very competitive first half of football, we've got ourselves a 1-point game. Now we'll go coast to coast. Jonathan Coachman standing by in our Orlando studios for the EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. More from you and Brock in a moment. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here and what's already been an eventful afternoon of football. We'll start up at Highmark Stadium, just outside of Buffalo, where it was the Bills who pick up the victory at home. 16-14 was the final score. This one's been all you could hope for as an NFL fan. Just a 1-point game here at halftime. This has been as much fun as you could have hoped for with both these teams in it to win it.
Has this at the 6. He's got a lane up past the 30. They track him down, but a nice return in the end there, Brock. He's up to the 38. The Colts are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. So it's good field position for the Colts as they get set 1st and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you've got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
Finds the in route complete. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Looking for a throw here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down.
Even from the booth, Kate, I can hear it. I can hear that front 7 telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys. I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did. Wasted no time in getting that sack.
Punt team on the field. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. Chargers are on him, and it's blocked! And how about that? In the end, an unorthodox but still worthy 1st down pickup.
You could see the vulnerability right up the middle from the jump, and that's exactly where the special teams attacked. Pressure got through, had a straight shot right at the punter, who couldn't get it off in time.
The Chargers ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And as we see some of the highlights from their showing, his work a big part of why they're in front right now. Having a nice, solid game as their offensive leader. I think we can say he's had a firm grip on the wheel and has really driven them to this advantage. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Fakes the handoff, now to throw. Too much on that, and it sails through the end zone, incomplete.
Well, you got to have a short memory in the NFL. Incompletions happen. Now you got to make the adjustment and go get the next one.
Throwing with a blitz on the way. Throw left side, complete. And he's tackled for a short gain.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
Ball start. Offense.
One of the most common penalties in the sport. And the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. 3rd and long for him here. He's on the move. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down. The Chargers selecting to try for the field goal. There's a 44-yard look from the right hash. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And that'll push their lead to 4.
Well, nothing to critique there. Good snap, good hold, and he puts it through to pay off the drive with 3 points.
Fielded at the 7. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. This offense and their quarterback making their way back out there, ready to take over once again. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. First play of the drive, and he takes an option left. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth cave, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another kid at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. That throw's knocked away and incomplete. 4th down coming up.
When you ask a lot of your defenders on that field, it is not easy to play defense in today's NFL. Not only stay in their assignment's hip pocket, but to make plays on the ball as it arrives. He was challenged with an intermediate throw, and he swatted it away with ease.
Collects this at the 35. And it ends up a good return for him, up past their own 40. Call that punt a 52-yard effort. And it's going to be their football coming up. So the Chargers start off with good field position as they get ready for 1st and 10. Throwing it to start this drive. Brought in right side. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Dump off caught by his back. And this one does not go far.
Simply part of the job description for any running back in today's game. You're out there, you're going to be one of your quarterback's most important safety valves. And you got to be ready for that check down at all times.
Dumped off to his running back. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
They'll come up 1st and 10. Plowing up the middle. And he'll only get this to the 26 before going down. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9. Dropping back to throw. Escapes the pocket. He tucks it and takes off. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And it That brings up an LA first down. From the red zone now. It is Cup, left side. And he's brought down for a loss. All right, here we go. Second down. They'll try and throw it here. He's on the move. He can run it. And he protects himself with a slide there after a decent gain.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And did not.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of fourth down.
How many times we see these coaches after games sit there at the press conference, they pull out the stat sheet, and when they do, they look for some anomalies. And today, well, this head coach is going to be very proud of a defensive effort, getting after the quarterback 6 different times. 6 sacks, and they've had a heyday in the backfield.
The Chargers selecting to try for the field goal. Ball on the right hash for this 36-yard look. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And add 3 to their lead as it extends to 7. The Chargers kicking team is out, and they'll put a charge into this one. This return starts at the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Colts offense set to head out. And as much as we thought we'd be watching highlights here, talking about this passing game, Brock, it's been the guys on the other side of the ball who've come in and stolen that spotlight.
Yeah, and in an offensive-driven league, and one that's sometimes even legislated that way, it's nice and refreshing to see a defense put together an effort like this.
Amen.
Be the ones everybody's talking about for how well they played on their side of the ball.
And he runs into a wall there. Multiple defenders ready to stop him cold at the line. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. He's going to throw this one. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete.
That drop ruins the payoff to a well-designed play. They got a man open to beat the coverage. That's a call they can revisit in the future with hopefully a much better job finishing the catch.
He's got a man left. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
I know on the stat sheet, Kate, that shows up as passing yards, but any defensive coordinator will take it. Understanding down and distance and keeping that offense short of the sticks.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. Let's see what he can do on the return. And he gets him something back on that return. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield. Nice 12-yard pickup on the return. And it'll be their football. Possession switching back to the LA offense as they head out. And they were able to contribute 3 points to the lead their last time out. Another chance to build on that advantage here. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
And they'll make the stop after a short gain to the 48. The Colts adding a man in the secondary here. 3rd down coming up. Throwing from the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So they're left facing a 4th down. The Chargers lined up in punt formation. It's away, came off his foot wrong instantly, low and short here. The Indianapolis offense ready to take another swing at it. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. They'll run here on 1st down. And he's able to drive up past the 40. 1st down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. They give it to him again. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first. So we're through 3 here. It's the Colts ball. They're down on the scoreboard, but things not out of hand yet. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Blown back gets the handoff. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4. 2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 41. Completed over the middle. And they make the stop, we're going to say, at about the 37-yard line. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2.
You know, I don't even know sometimes what it means to bow up, but that's exactly what the defense did. I do know this. It means stopping that offense in critical situations and forcing a 4th down. And we can see whether or not this offense wants to gamble.
The Colts ready for the punt. And he's going to try to avoid having a second one blocked here. And no chance at a return as this one heads across the sideline at the 25-yard line. The Charger offense making its way to the field. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Throwing off the play fake here. Cut out left. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line.
Just stay on schedule. Just stay on schedule, right? SOS. Bad thing on a ship. Good thing on a football field. Even a little completion keeps this offense on schedule.
And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. 5 yards on the play. They could just do that again. 3rd and 2 coming up. A tight end in motion now. The handoff on 3rd and short. And he's tackled with a 1st down yardage.
Calm, cool, collected from this offense. Love to see it. No tunnel vision on what down it was. Just focused on executing the play in front of them.
To throw it on 1st down. Called in left side. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain.
Well, nothing very fancy about that. That's just a textbook curl route. I think they were running curl routes last century, and it's a play that works a high percentage of the time then, just like it did now.
This one is hit by a defender and winds up incomplete. That one doesn't make it beyond the line. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down. He'll throw it. Finds him over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. He'll throw it yet again. Finds a man right side. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. 1st and 10 from the 41.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Still sticking with the passing game. Flushed out of the pocket. This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Final quarter, this quarterback's just feeling the need to do a little extra, try to make something happen outside the pocket. But the problem, defense wouldn't let them. They have that same kind of urgency. They want to make some plays of their own before they hit the showers. And they got one right there with that sack.
Oh, he lost the football! And no turnover, it's going to stay with the offense. Well, you don't like to see the fumble, but hey, at least they were able to be the ones to recover it, and they keep possession.
Yeah, and I think the key there was to stay calm through the chaos. Cooler heads prevailed and got him the ball back.
Shotgun now on third down. Big gain downfield. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with first and goal.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
They'll try and punch it in. Takes it in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers go up by 2 scores as they try to put this one away. Kicking team out to try the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Chargers double their lead to 14. The Chargers kicking team is out, and they'll put a charge into this one. Return coming from the 6. Finds some space, he's past the 30. This return makes it up to the 37 as he's tackled. Now the Indianapolis offense heading out. And this certainly isn't the rut they want to be in, Brock. All of their drives have been ending in punts as of late. Throwing now on first down. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
Hey, listen, drops happen in football, even from the best at every level. Nothing more to do but shake it off and move forward, because the next throw might be right back your way.
Complete out to the right side. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Setting up a throw. That one's complete, right side. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. Has him on the quick hitter. And he takes it inside the 35 before heading out. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. Here's first and 10 from the 34. Throwing it again here. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. Working quickly here. Second and 1. Has it down close. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. Offense in the hurry up here. And he rips this one out and over the back of the end zone. Incomplete. So after the incomplete pass, here's second and goal. They'll throw it again. And he takes it in for the Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts now within 1 score in the 4th. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
That one splits the uprights. And the Colts chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Here comes Williams on the return. And this will give them decent field position. The return gets out to the 30. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. And after that touchdown, cut their lead back to 1 score, Brock. A response in order as they take over. Option give here. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3. It's the 2-minute warning here in L.A. Chargers feeling lucky with a 7-point lead. 2nd and 3 now. Right up the gut. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down. So quickly the defense burns a timeout here. 1:57 remaining in the game. First down, and they go right back to him. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. So after the 2-minute warning, another stoppage here. The defense is calling time. 1:55 to go. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Another carry for him. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. Now we get another stoppage here. Just 1:52 remaining. The defense burns a timeout. Setting up to pass. Dumps it off to his running back. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the 1st.
Awareness. Kate, you hear me and so many others talk about it a lot with quarterbacks, but it's critical for every unit on a football field. And for the defense right there, to have an awareness of knowing where the marker was and to make sure that completion wasn't going to move the chains.
The Colts are ready to take the field. They really have the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. Here he is to throw. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. Short pass is caught by his tight end. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. Colts operating from the hurry-up, rushing back to the line. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw and force something. It brings up 2nd down. He'll look to throw it. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up. Now to throw. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
They would sure love to connect on some of these intermediate throws, those chunk throws. Getting a completion like that, well, not only does it spark your offense, but it just sets you up for even more aggressive play calling.
And they won't do it. That ball's incomplete on 4th down.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way. Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
So the Chargers come away with a win in this one. And finally, Brock, they can exhale and take a few breaths, because I don't imagine any of them were breathing easy during that one with how close this game was.
Them or us? We're both.
All of us.
Yeah,
all of the above.
It is so hard, Kate, to match the adrenaline surge they feel right now and that they felt at every major turn throughout the 2nd half. There's just something about a close game, the intensity that's there in every moment that you love to experience as a player, and that you hope in all these moments you can execute so you're the one celebrating and riding that wave of emotion.